Democratic. Now, Davidson County has voted Democratic in every presidential election since the year 2000. The Nashville Police Department, remember when the shooting occurred? They released that this shooting was a targeted shooting. And thus, Senator Josh Hawley came out saying that the Department of Justice needs to be investigating this as a hate crime. And as I stated in the show, and I did after this horrific act of violence occurred, but then once the FBI became involved, the shooter's manifesto could not be released until the FBI finishes profiling the shooter. Well, that sure is interesting. I mean, do you think someone saw that this shooting was going to become a political talking point? There are exclusive new details about the so-called manifesto left by the private Christian school shooter. Authorities have yet to release what was written publicly, but the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's director, David Ross, has said this needs to be, he said that he's going to talk candidly about it with the Sheriff's Association, and he did. Ross said, what police found isn't so much a manifesto spelling out of a target, but a series of rambling writings indicating no clear motive. He told you, so now move on. There's nothing to see here, folks. Listen, why are they being so quiet about this? I mean, they were not this quiet about bin Laden. I mean, remember? Now, remember that? Then President of the United States George Bush told the world that bin Laden and company had weapons of mass destruction. Ask Tucker Carlson his thoughts on this subject of weapons of mass destruction. Nobody would ever lie about anything, especially those in the United States government, right? They were not this quiet about Dylan Roof. Do you remember Dylan Roof? I mean, they were fast, like white lightning fast in this reporting and getting specifics out. A white young kid who was a white supremacist, neo-Nazi, shoots up an all-black church as it came out. He perpetrated the Charleston, South Carolina church shooting, and this fit the narrative. No hush money needed on this one. Give all the specifics and get all the specifics out there as fast as you can. You see, here we have a transgender perpetrator who perpetrated a horrendous, deadly attack on a private Christian school. And it is like library-type silence. I mean, after the main law enforcement agency who was majorly involved with every aspect of this cowardly, atrocious act says that this was a targeted shooting, now it is nothing to see here, quiet as church mice. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We all should just all sleep very well at night now that he told us that, right? I mean, after all, the actual director of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation himself said there is not too much to the writings left behind by the shooter. Yet, the Nashville Police Department called this a targeted shooting, and not to mention investigators searched the Nashville home of the private Christian school shooter, leaving with, among other things, a number of handwritten journals, some videos, and computer hard drives. Ross told sheriffs that the review so far of the material finds that the killer did not write about specific political, religious, or social issues. In fact, a primary focus in the journals is on idolizing those who committed prior school shootings. She appears to have followed their lead, planning for months, and acted alone. No problem, sir. But I will like to say, then show us. Show us the actual writings and let the citizens of the United States of America come to our own thoughts of what transpired. The lack of trust is difficult to live with, especially when it comes to the safety of our children and each other. And hopefully at some point the so-called manifesto or journal writings will be made public so people can see for themselves. The writings remain under careful review, not only by Metro Police, mind you, but also by the TBI and the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit based in Quantico, Virginia.